guys? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cassidy, and today I'm going to be talking to you about something a little random, and that is my Polaroid 600 camera. In 2014, about 5 years ago, I had discovered what Etsy was, and I was super into exploring and seeing what all Etsy had to offer because I hadn't heard of it up until that point, so I was really addicted to buying things online. I had come across a Polaroid camera that I knew nothing about. It was 80 bucks, and I was immediately interested. I bought it right away. I saw in the description box it said Polaroid 600 film, so I ordered film off impossiblefilm.com. A couple weeks later, it showed up in the mail, and I was completely enamored in it. It came in this cute little sack. If you can see, it says Cool Cam right across the front there. I loved it. I thought this is adorable. I had no idea what to do. I had no idea how to use it. It's big, it's bulky, it's kind of intimidating. It has a lot of buttons, and when I was opening it up, it was hard to pull open. I felt like I was gonna break it. It had knobs on it. I just really was truly lost. So I watched a YouTube video on how to load the film, and pretty much since the years have gone by, I've continued to look up YouTube videos of any time that there's any kind of confusion that I have with the camera and anything I need clarification for how it's used. So this video today is kind of going to be my clarification video and everything that you need to know about the Polaroid 600 camera. First off, like I said, this is a Polaroid 600 camera. This is actually a Cool Cam edition. As you can see right up there, it says Cool Cam on it. It's a pretty big, bulky guy, as you can see, but it says 600 right here, and then Polaroid right there, and then it has this button right here, and all this kind of stuff in the flash, and he's just kind of intense looking. But fear not, he's also extremely durable and sturdy, so we love this guy. So if you look up the Polaroid 600 Cool Cam, you'll see that it was a version only created in 1988 in the UK. They also created a pink and gray version, so I would also love to get my hands on that. Super neat. The first thing I want to show you guys is how to load this camera. Don't be fooled. I know it's intimidating, but it's rather easy. So first, what you're going to want to do, you see this button right here? You slide him forward, and this pops open right here. So you can also see right here that it has some info. It says right when you open it up, it says that it takes 600 film, and it also says made in the UK right here. So I still have an old cartridge in here that you can see, and let me take this out. I'm just gonna pull it by the tab, and here's, now it's empty. So this is what an empty Polaroid film canister looks like. So an interesting fact about this camera is the battery is actually in the film pack. A lot of times people ask if it needs batteries or where the batteries go, but it's in the film pack, so you never have to worry about it. So now that we have this guy open, we're gonna take our film pack right here. We have the color 600 film. It's pretty expensive. That's the general consensus around Polaroid cameras. It was 18 bucks for only 8 photos. So anyway, let me open it up here. So inside the box, you pull out this little cellophane. It kind of looks like a Pop-Tart, so don't need it though. You can smell it too. It smells like chemically. So now you'll take it, open it up, and you'll see this is the same tab that was on my empty cartridge right here. See the little rainbow tab? Look, this one says Working Class Heroes. That's pretty neat. This is on the slide that covers the film. As soon as we insert this in the camera, this will pop out. So here's your open camera right here, and here's this. You want to make sure that this tab is on the bottom. So you're going to take it, you're going to slide it in, press it in till it's nice and firm. You can tell when it's firm in there, it doesn't wiggle. And then as soon as you close this, a cover sheet from the film will pop out. See? Just like that. So an interesting fact about Polaroid cameras is the film used to be sold in packs of 10. Now you saw my pack only had 8 in it. So I inserted it, and you can see there's a number here on the back that says 10. Well, I only have 8, so I know when I get down to 2 that I don't have any left. When it says I have 3, that's when I'm on my last photo. So that's an interesting, cool fact. So the next thing I want to talk to you about on the Polaroid camera is the exposure. So after you open this guy up, you see the white and the black button. That is the exposure, and I can either slide it this way, or I can slide it that way. And so I'm keeping it in the middle right now. And it's pretty self-explanatory in this aspect, but if you want the exposure to be lighter and you want your photo to be brighter, slide the arrow to the right, to the white arrow. And if you want your photo to be darker and have less exposure time, then slide it to the left and it will be darker. So here I have 2 examples. This first photo is when I set the exposure to less time, so it turned out darker, as you can see. In this photo, I set the exposure to be more times so it let more light in. So here is a photo that was bright and a photo that is dark. And that is the unique thing about Polaroid cameras, just experimenting with it and getting different looks. And neither photo is bad, they each just have their own unique look. Now the Polaroid camera is best if you start out at least 4 feet away from your subject. Instinctively, if you see something you like, you want to get up real close to it to take a photo. If you take a photo this close to something, it's not going to show up. It's going to end up like a black picture or extremely blurry. So Polaroid recommends for this camera in particular that you start out at least 4 feet away from your subject so you end up with a clear picture. As you can see, there are 2 lights right here. One is green and one is red. This is the flash. So when I open my camera up, you can you see how it's glowing back and forth? I'm just barely opening it. So I open it and I can see that the green light is glowing. This means that the flash is ready to use. If for some reason that green light is not glowing and the red one is, so these 2 buttons on the side of the camera right here, this big one is the one that you'll press in order to actually take photos, but while you press this button, it pushes this smaller button down right here. So this big button is just the flash. So if for some reason the red light is on and the flash is saying it's not ready to be used, then you can sometimes press down on this because it's not taking a photo, it's just making sure the flash is on. And then if you wanted to take a photo with no flash, you could just press this little button itself too to take a photo. So that's how we take photos on it, is you press both these buttons simultaneously in order to take a photo with flash. So I'm gonna use the same photo that I used earlier as an example. Do you see this photo, how it has scratches down the middle? Now sometimes this happens because the rollers on our Polaroid camera are dirty. So the same way that we put film in, I'm gonna press this button to open up the front, and these rollers right here can sometimes be dirty and need to be wiped off with a damp paper towel. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So after that, you just want to make sure that they are dried off well and that they are running smoothly, and then after that you can close it back up and you're ready to go. That is one of the most important rules that you'll hear photographers or anybody who's interested in cameras say, is make sure to keep your rollers clean. Alright guys, so that is pretty much everything that I have ever needed to know about my Polaroid 600 camera. If you watch and you have some more fun facts to share, comment down below and let me know. I hope that this helps you out, and that if you needed to know how to load it or just random facts about it, then I hope that this was the video for you. I think the best part about a Polaroid camera is that you don't have the luxury of repeatedly taking shots, and I think that's so cool and so special, and I really hold it close to my heart. If you take away anything from this video, I want you to take away the fact that you don't have to be good at something in order to have it as a hobby. I think sometimes us as humans gets really instilled in our brains that if we aren't immediately good at something, that we don't want to do it. And you can have a hobby that you are not good at and just be not good at it and still have a wonderful time doing it. So that's kind of what I'm sharing with you today. I'm definitely not a photographer. I'm definitely not really good at taking photos. I just have fun doing it. So I really encourage everybody to get out there in all aspects of life and just try some stuff that they want to try. And just remember, you don't have to be good at something to have fun at it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys liked this video and like that I shared a hobby of mine with you. I would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have a request for the next video. Alright guys, thank you.